1 minute rule is better when you do with somebody else, somebody that have skills similar than you or better than you, because you can ask to this person if you said something wrong, if you said something that is making no sense in the context, and something like that, right?
Yeah, we were doing this technique on Thursday, even, right?
Yeah.
Me, Caio, and Lima. We are doing this.
Yeah, it is a great technique. After that, we can do one day, not today, but we can do a cycle point technique, because even if you are advanced, sometimes you can be blocked, and you can use this technique. That happens with Kyle when we are having a conversation in our class. Sometimes Kyle said, "Oh, teacher, my mind is blocking." So in this time, you can use the cycle technique to stay in a point and try to figure it out a way to say everything around this point. So, for example, what do you think about the interview that you have to do? So he could say, yeah, the interview, right? Yeah, the interview. I think that's important, this interview to me, because if I pause in this interview, good job with this interview. So you connect the points inside the same thing when you are stressed, because the level that you have is decreasing passing the time you are talking. Well, much time that you spend talking, you are spending energy. So if you are not relaxed, you could not stay for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours speaking English, because sometimes your mind will shut down. I was seeing a video from Jeremy Motown. Do you know Jeremy Motown?
Mm.
No, it is a coach guy. It is a great guy, and he was talking that he was United States to be interviewed from a company about something. Okay, it is about sports, but I will not explain how the situation here. So he started the interview, and the first 30 minutes he could understand the things, but there's one thing that the guy said, he shut it down the mind, just sitting. What? And the guy didn't repeat and keep doing this shit all the time, saying things, and his mind is not working anymore. He tried to understand, but it's like Arabic to him. So he loses the interview, and he came back to Brazil because of this, because he thought that he was prepared, but he wasn't, because he was not putting himself in a situation of high stress. Okay, there's the point. You have to make sure that you are putting yourself in stressful situations sometimes. For example, when I worked in a hotels, when I worked with strangers, when I worked in an agency, I all the time was put in a situation that I'm not comfortable with. One of them is get email from my customers, because when they send the email, they say, I say to them, what is your email, sir? So is EIGKOT. What, sir? No, EIG. So you are nervous and you can't cope with that. So it's a stressful situation, because if you don't get the email, you don't get nothing from him. So you can't send that to the another sector and all this shit. So sometimes we have to put ourselves in a stressful situation to test our English. And because of this, I gave you some techniques like 1 minute rule, like a cycle point, to figure it out a better way to use your skills in that situation. Okay? Maybe he could say, oh, I have to go to the back row. Oh, I'm not feeling good, to recover his mind in the interview, to get back 10 minutes later and recover his English in his head, right? Oh, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling some pain. I'm sorry. I'm not good. My head exploding. So everybody was around him, and he could figure it out a way to keep going in that way, right? So you have to have some techniques to, because if you shut down your mind, you will not understand anything. That happens in Portuguese too. Sometimes you go to a place and you don't understand the things, and you started to not understand until the point that you don't understand anything. You just don't get the idea, right? That happened, but it's most difficult to happen that in English than in Portuguese than in English, because